Hi guys, welcome to part 7 of my FIFA Mobile Road to Glory. Currently on screen there is me doing the Mbappe that you get for playing consecutively for a week, logging in every single day for a week. With the new promotion that's currently out called Harvest Fest, I've not had the chance to do so, and as a matter of fact it kind of completely slipped my mind. I ended up trying to grind and do a little bit of this so that I could get some footage recorded so that I can discuss what I think of it and what I think of EA when it comes to any sort of promotion. And my brain completely forgot that I actually had this available. So on screen I'll have my actual team. It's 85 rated, 57 chemistry, which for a week's worth I think is pretty good. I've not invested so much time that I've not done anything else, but I've also tried to put in enough time to get myself to a good standard. I watch show as much as possible, just playing it up here and there, playing 5-10 minutes here, 10-15 minutes here can really benefit you instead of sitting there on a constant grind. And then when you've got free time, you're able to do so. So I'm going to try and improve the team as much as possible, as fast as possible, just to show how quickly you can actually build stuff on this game. So yeah, that's that for now. When it comes to my team, there's nothing that I've looked at that I think I can really invest in and get at the moment. I eventually will. I'm trying to do now. I'm very, I suppose, a bit stingy when it comes to actually training players. I want to keep saving it for certain players that I really like, but I think at the moment it's important for me to do so. So I'm able to get up because I've started doing division rivals. So I've got a bit of a decent head-to-head progress. I'm on amateur 3 and I'm on world class 3, I think it is, on the head-to-head. So I'm doing quite well, especially with just playing it here and there. So hopefully I'm going to try and improve my team as much as possible. But yeah, for now, that's kind of where we're at with my team. In terms of the new promotion, so it's called Harvest Fest. I'll give you a full rundown of it, or at least what I think. Because when it comes to EA in general and anything that they do, I'm instantaneously already a bit skeptical because everything's got a pay-to-play system nowadays, especially if it's a free game. You sat there and you're going, I want to invest time into this, I want to push myself, I want to get as much as possible, I want to improve, but there's always a paywall system. It's the same with everything else in this game. There's a paywall system. The people who want to be free to play are unfortunately always going to be kept behind, because why do something for free when you can get £9.99 out of someone to do it a little bit extra? So in terms of the actual promotion, we've got a few different sections. There's quite a few interesting kind of cards you can get. I think Philip Lahm is one of the main ones. You can get Trezeguet as well as an icon. It basically works in all three are kind of interconnected in some form of manner, and it's really going to benefit you to just do all the extra little stuff because it seems to be repeating as far as I'm aware. I think when it comes to some things like this, I'm a bit concerned of some form of ban. I know that previously there was some sort of problem, or at least some sort of glitch you could do with icons, and obviously you don't want to risk anything, but it seems to be that when you do the games, they constantly reset every single time you complete one go through of about 5 of them. So it's really beneficial just to spend it, because it only takes 5 to 10 minutes if that, and you can also each week spend a little bit of coins. I think it's 5 times you can do it. You can do so just to improve your team in general, to improve your overall points and stuff like that, and then you can also watch ads to do it. So it's an unfortunate thing you have to accept, but it allows you to quickly get up points. So it's all kind of interlinked in some form of manner. There's Harvest, Feast and Field. Harvest is where you're generally going to play your games. You can get all kinds of different rewards. There is a 90 Jack Grealish that looks really, really good through this promotion. You need 1,000 Feast tokens, I think it is, and you get 25 each way through, but you can very quickly obtain them. I think I'm already on. I'm on about 125 at the moment since I started, so I think I'm going to be able to get him. But it goes back to the big problem of this game where everything's behind pay to play. If you got pay to play, you could get all the really good cards very quickly, but unfortunately you're not going to be able to do that. You're going to have to suffer with properly grinding, maybe to get that one player that you want instead of being 3 or 4 different players. So I highly recommend giving this promotion a go, but trying as hard as possible just to do all the extra stuff and try and find that one player that you want or you're preferable. Because the way that the field system works, you're going to progressively go along one, and I'm about halfway through the first line there, and I've done that in like about a day of work, but that's using literally all the extra stuff. So I've used all the boosts for your amount that you can play. So I think you might be able to make through maybe 2 lines without any sort of pay-to-play system. That's just a general guess. I don't actually know whether or not that's going to be accurate or not, but it seems to me that you should be able to at least get through 1, maybe 2. But then, if you want the Trezeguet, you have to go through 3, and that's where the biggest problem with promotions is that to get the Trezeguet, you need to go through all 3 lines on that field system, and unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be possible in the 2 weeks that this promotion's available. And that's just it's unfortunate for people who want to just get a certain player, because there's going to be multiple promotions where you're going to have something like this, where you're going to want to get a player, but the unfortunate situation is that you simply can't, because someone out there has paid all the money to get this certain player and you unfortunately haven't. And that's not to knock people who are paid to play. Feel free to spend any money on whatever, it's your money. But the whole point is that EA don't allow somebody who grinds to maybe get as much as possible. And I understand that everything's a business. As much as we would love for us when we're playing FIFA on Ultimate Team or on mobile to get everything available to us, it's simply not going to happen because that's the way business works. But unfortunately, it's a shame because this game could be much more if you kept put promotions into it. If you put a lot of promotion, you'd feel a lot more invested to keep playing and keep playing and keep playing. That's why I think in the last part I mentioned that at some point I probably will get sick of doing this. And that's because, unfortunately, you get to a point where the promotions aren't enough to keep you around because they're so basic, or they're the same thing over and over, where there's something that you really want, but unfortunately you're not going to get it because it's a pay-to-play system. So it's a bit of a concerning thing, maybe going forward, but at the same time, if you keep trying to put many promotions on, it might kind of drag this game through a little bit, because obviously this is to do with, I think, because Harvest, I'm assuming because it is Thanksgiving, I wonder if it's around because of that time, and because it's November, and I imagine they'll do something for December for Christmas, and that's what they need to do. They need to do as many promotions as possible to keep this all entertaining. I'll keep up to date on the progress. The next video I'll show you where I'm up to, how much I've thought about this, whether I think my opinions change maybe. But for now, I'm interested in the promotion. I just think, from maybe a novice point of view, because obviously I've not played this game for about a year and a half now. I did play quite a bit previously. From someone coming back into it, looking at it, it just kind of screams pay to play, and that's a shame because I want to put time into this. I don't want to sit there and have a go at it. I want to be supportive and be like, oh, look how amazing this is. I don't know, parts of it just scream pay to play, which I don't want to be negative about it. I want to be like, oh, but it's good to have promotions, it's good to at least have them, but I'm just a bit concerned going forward because I don't want this to be a constant where I come and I talk about the current promotion and I feel a bit negative about it. So we'll see how it goes. We've got 2 weeks of this. My opinion might change. I might be completely wrong, just from initial sort of perspective. Just try and grind it when you can. Get the old extra points. Use the coins to get some extra time to play it, and see where you can go from this. We'll see. I'll definitely come back with a video maybe in the next few days where I update my progress, tell you what I'm up to. I'm trying to do the weekend league thing on this game. I've played a couple of games. I've been absolutely hammered in some of them, to be honest, which rightfully so. My team's not as good as some other people's. But then I've also managed to then do pretty well in some of the games. So I'll definitely keep everyone updated on where I'm up to and how things are going. But that's going to be it for me. Let me know what you think of this promotion. Do you think it's a good one? Do you think it's a bad one? Do you think there's a problem of things being pay to play? Because we're all here to enjoy a game. We're not here to have a go at it. But when everything, I know it's a free game, but to get the most out of it, I think give as much as you can to people who want to play the game, and you might get more out of it from them. So, it's a very difficult situation. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. So that's going to be it for me. Hope you guys have fun. Take care.